Hello, boys and girls. It's Miss Wendell here, principal of Lenny Roberts. In honor of Hispanic Heritage Month, I'm going to read a story to you today. It is called Mango, Abuela, and Me. It is by Meg Medina and illustrated by Angela Dominguez. She comes to us in winter, leaving behind her sunny house that rested between two shaking rivers. Her old place was too much for just one, Mammy tells me as we make room in my dresser for her clothes. And too far away for us to help, Pappy adds. Abuela belongs with us now, Mia, but I still feel shy when I meet this faraway grandmother. Pin, pin, pun. Pappy unfolds Abuela's bed and slides it right next to mine. You will get to know each other, he says. But when I show Abuela my new book, she can't unlock the English words. We only look at the pictures and watch Edmund race on his wheel. Then, just before we turn out the light, she pulls out two things tucked inside her satin pocket of her suitcase. I wonder what she's going to pull out. A feather, una pluma, from a wild parrot that roosted in her mango trees, and a snapshot, una fotografia, of a young man with Pappy's smile. Tu abuelo, she says, climbing into bed. Snuggled into my pajamas, I smell flowers in her hair, sugar and cinnamon baked into her skin. That night, I dream of a red bird circling in the sky. The rest of the winter, while Mammy and Pappy are at work, Abuela waits for me to get home from school. Then we bundle up in thick socks and homemade sweaters to walk to the park and toss bread to the sparrows. My Espanol is not good enough to tell her things, and Abuela should know, like how I'm the very best in art and how I can run as fast as the boys. And her English is too poquito to tell me all the stories I want to know about Abuela and the rivers that ran right outside their door. With our mouths as empty as our bread baskets, we walk back home and watch TV. Abuela and I can't understand each other well, I whisper to Mammy. Things will get better, Mammy says. Remember how it was with Kim? Kim is my best friend at school, and she was new, and our whole class helped her learn her English words. Now Miss Wilson sometimes has to say, "Please be quiet, girls. Others are working." After school the next day, while Abuela and I are making meat pies for our snack, I pretend I'm Miss Wilson. Dough, I say, pointing to the ball. Abuela says dough, masa, and rolls it flat. Masa, I say. She drops a spoonful of meat in place. Carne. Carne, I say. Meat. Pasas. Raisins. Aceite. Oil. Then I remember the word cards we taped in our classroom to help Kim. So while Abuela fries our empanadas, I put up word cards too until everything is covered, even Edmund. Soon we are playing OED, hear and say, all around the house. But that night she still calls my pillow Apollo and says Edmund is a gangster. We'll keep practicing, I whisper. Looks like our classrooms when we label our classrooms to help all of our friends learn. But the next day, I cannot practice with Abuela after all. Edmund has run out of his favorite seeds, so Mammy and I have to run to the bus downtown to buy more. Sometimes there are kittens sleeping in the pet shop window. But when we arrive this time, something even better is behind the glass. Ooh, let's brainstorm. What do we think could be behind the glass? Look, I say, the window has become a jungle filled with birds, and right in the middle is a parrot staring at us with black bean eyes. I press my nose to the glass, thinking of the red feather boy gave me. Let's buy him, I tell Mammy. But Mia, you already have Edmund, Mammy says. Oh, not for me, I say, for Abuela, like the parrot that lived in the mango trees. He can keep her company when I'm at school. Oh, do you think Abuela is going to want a parrot? When we bring him home to Abuela, she says, Un loro, a parrot. We named him Mango because his wings are green, orange, and gold, like the fruit. During the day, Abuela teaches him how to give Becky kisses and to bob his head when she sings Los Politos to him. Buenas tardes, Mango, Abuela says, opening his cage door when I get home from school. Good afternoon, I say, and give him a seed. Soon Mango calls to me even before we open the cage. Buenas tardes, he says as I open the door. Good afternoon. Abuelo, Mango, and I practice new words every day. Mi Español gets faster, and Abuelo and Mango learn the days of the week, all the months of the year, and the names of the coins. How did he learn all that? Pappy asks when we show him all that Mango can do. Abuela winks at me and gives Mango a piece of a banana peel and all. Practice, she says. Sometimes we have to practice so we can learn new things. Before long, Abuela asked me how to say harder things too, so she can start to talk with the neighbors who stop by. Has the mailman come? It's chilly today. Can I get you some cookies and lemonade? Soon, when friends stop by to see Mango's latest tricks, they can understand everything that Abuela says. But best of all, now when Abuela and I are lying next to each other in our beds, our mouths are full of things to say. I tell her all about my buen dia and show her my best panitro of mango. Abuelo reads my favorite book with only a little help, and she tells me new stories about Abuelo, who could dive for river stones with a single breath and weave a roof out of palms. I draw pictures for her. She still misses their old house, she says, but now only a little bit. So they're becoming more comfortable as Abuela has moved in with them. Mango listens to us from the perch until my eyes grow heavy. Hasta mañana, Abuela, I say. Abuela kisses me good night. Good night, Mia. Hasta mañana. Good night, Mango calls, as soon as we fall asleep. I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did, boys and girls. I hope you have a great day as we continue to celebrate our Hispanic Heritage Month.